What is going on, my wonderful fire signs? How you guys doing today? This is your girl Sia, or Venus Archangel here, with whichever one you want to call me, because either one's correct. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in to your daily love reading here. So if you aren't sure of your placements, go ahead and check the description box below. Also, guys, please remember that these readings may not resonate with everybody, and that's okay. But you already got the Queen of Swords coming up in this reading, so it just flew right the hell out. So what y'all getting feisty about? You're ready to slice and dice people. People are pissing you off today, okay, or testing your patience, okay. And I think you're like on that edge right now, like ready to just cut some people up, because they be trying you. Some people be trying you, some people just, I don't know. I think they just be rubbing me the wrong way today. But I feel like you're also very protective of yourself right now. You're like being more observant than you are active, but you're ready to cut some people up if they say or do the wrong thing. So that's a little bit of an alarm bell. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at what's going on. You're also being very logical today, even though it's, we're already in Pisces season. Y'all trying to, really be logical about stuff, but I don't know. I think, it's definitely hard, considering the season is definitely all about moods and emotions, and definitely some things that don't make sense. You know what I mean? So let's look at your your energy going into today. Eight of Swords, feeling trapped in your thoughts. The Hermit and the Three of Pentacles. All right. Underlying energy is the Fool. So you guys are taking a leap of faith, taking a risk. This reading is having to do with something that's just started with you guys. Maybe you guys have taken a leap of faith, taken a risk, and it kind of feels like you guys maybe took that leap of faith and you guys feel like you had much choice with it. Because the Eight of Swords to me always talks about your back is against the wall, but it's always a mindset, right? You feel like you're trapped, you can't do anything, you feel like you're stuck, and you can't, maneuver yourself out of it. Which is why you guys probably came up as the Queen of Swords, ready to cut some people up, because you're in defensive mode. You're like, I need to get free. I need to get free. So you're ready to slice and dice people, ready to cut some people up, because you are feeling restricted. Now, with the Eight of Swords, this is all thoughts. These are all mind stuff, right? So you aren't technically restricted. This is just your mind convincing you of this, right? You're truly free right now. You are free. You got the Fool coming up. That's all freedom. But your mind is telling you that you're not free. Your mind is telling you that you cannot be free. Your mind is saying that you are stuck in a situation when there's always an option. There's always some things you could do. And the thing that is very interesting, right, is that your foreseeable future is the Three of Cups, or Three of Coins, which is the Three of Pentacles, and then right away. But it's the card for expanding your, expanding. It's the card for, making plans to, grow, to get to your high, and that's not just necessarily highest potential, but to establish a foundation, build a legacy. This is about building or planning some things with a group of people. Okay, planning in group, planning and having a strategy with people. Creating a strategy with somebody. And I feel like when it comes to the Three of Coins, right, you don't have to do this by yourself, but at the same time, there is a level of confidence that you need from yourself that's going to help you with planning the future with somebody, or with people that around you, the people that definitely have your back and are looking to expand with you. Because I think this is why the Hermit is coming up here as your challenge today. You know what I mean? So the challenge today has a lot to do with, going within, reflecting on yourself, right? Looking within your soul, looking within your spirit, right? And this is a very empowering sort of energy. The Hermit represents empowerment, because he looks towards himself for the confidence, for healing, for answers that he can, answers like, what he's capable of, his diligence, etc. He's capable of doing a lot of things on his own. He's very reliable to himself. And I think the Hermit is like reminding you or suggesting to you to go within to find that reliable piece of yourself, because you have it. We all do. We all have that reliable piece. We got to remember that's there, and sometimes we got to go find it. Because if we locked in this sort of a mindset, or this sort of energy with our heads, things not getting better, things are kind of getting closed in, you know, you feel like you're kind of being pushed against the wall, being, you know, forced to do something you don't want to do. Or perhaps this is just you feeling like you can't take any steps, can't do anything fun, can't do anything that you would normally do, because it's, you know, your mind is telling you that, you know, there's things that you can't get done because of X, Y, and Z. Well, the Hermit is like, remember your power, remember your freedom, remember that you always have a choice, right? Remember, you know, connect with you, connect with the inner you, remember your power, and break free from this cage that you've put yourself in, because this is not something that's going to be conducive to you planning for the future if you don't feel like you can have, if you don't have freedom, you don't feel like you can't do anything. So I really feel like for today, it's really important that you know, remember your independence, you know, your diligence, you know, your fight. Remember that fighter person in you, right? You always have a choice. And looking at the situation from the perspective of, you know, from a different perspective would definitely help. But at this moment, it's like you need to go within. I'm gonna pull an extra card for y'all for right now. I'm gonna pull an extra card for you guys regarding the Hermit. See what other additional advice we can get with this one. Let's see. Oh gosh, wow, you guys have the Three of Cups. And let people help you too. And I think it's the Hermit is also not just talking about, you know, going within, reflection, believing in yourself, but it's also don't isolate yourself to the point where you feel like you have to do everything by yourself, because the Three of Cups does show that, right? Working and planning things together. So the Three of Cups coming up, that's talking about teamwork. That's talking about, well, Three of Pentacles is more of teamwork, but Three of Cups is support, and you know, people around you willing to support you and love on you. So you're not alone in this, and it's important to remember that, because you always have options. You always have people around you that are willing to support you and help you. You know, if you need it, you know, if you absolutely need it, if you need to, lean on them, right? Communicate with your inner circles, because your inner circles are there for you, you know, as much as you're there for them. All right. You don't have to be private about it. You don't have to feel embarrassed or whatever is going on, because these people are, you know, in your life typically are supposed to be the people that love you unconditionally. You know, they don't have any sort of, you know, stipulation of how you should be and what you should, you know, what you should do as a person. These people should, you know, people usually with Three of Cups, they're people of you know, unconditional care and love and support for you. And if you do come to them, you know, if you do show them unconditional love and support, they will do the exact same for you, right? So don't think that you have to do things solo, but you do have to believe that you can get yourself out of the situation, not truly rely on everyone else. But at the same time, don't isolate yourself thinking that you have to be the only person to get yourself out of the situation, especially if you're sinking and swimming, okay? Like the Eight of Swords here. Like, so let's take a look at the your Crystal Wisdom Healing Oracle, okay? Aha. Azutulite. I always mess up these names for the crystals. They're just so complicated. But let's go ahead and take a look, see as to what Azutulite means for you guys today. Azutulite, cosmic evolution. Azutulites are imbued with immense spiritual energy and information for guidance and insight. They are here to help Earth ascend into a higher expression of consciousness. Self-understanding. You are a being of light here to help Earth evolve. Although you need to rise above mundane concerns, keep your feet on the ground and deal with the everyday. Okay? Yeah, seriously, right? Don't worry about too much. Just focus on what you can do right here, right now. All right? Too much emphasis on sweetness and light leads to ignoring your ignoring your shadow energies, which is probably why they're asking you to do the Hermit here, right? Go within that darkness. It's just, you know, shine light within the darkness. Figure out where the source is coming from. Understand it, you know? Which become inauthentic and lethal. Niceness, if not acknowledged and integrated. Stay real. Leave your ego behind. Okay, interesting. All right, so your soul path is assisting the Earth to evolve. Okay, and that's funny because you have the Three of Pentacles here, which Pentacles, as we all know, is Earth energy. Okay, and the definition is you are here to represent spiritual light on earth and help it evolve. Make yourself heard. A project is successful no matter what. Avoid becoming impractical and having too high an opinion of yourself to the detriment of others. Retain your humility. Yes, see what I'm saying? People around you, these people around you that are supposed to help you build, help you grow, help you, support you and stuff, not supposed to be judging you. And you shouldn't be judging yourself right now, especially if you're going through changes, just like the card is representing here, evolving with the earth, right? You evolve with the earth because you are an earthling as well. So it's all about acknowledging the changes that you're going through. Acknowledge your insecurities and come up, and heal those, right? Because the Hermit is all about healing your inner child. You can heal your inner baby, but it's all about, coming from a place of compassion and understanding, and knowing and understanding too that people around you are not supposed to be judging you right now. They're not supposed to be, making you feel a certain way, and you shouldn't be making yourself feel a certain way either. This is a time of change, and that's okay, because the Fool is all about growth. It's all about experiencing life firsthand and not really, judging yourself too hard, because you're going to make mistakes. You're going to make decisions that may be, that may suck sometimes, or may not feel that great. But that's the whole point of living, and that's okay. So continue to, to heal yourself, love on you, even seek, if you want, seek love and support from the people that love you, and make sure that you're only getting and receiving unconditional love. And remember that even their unsolicited advice is them expressing unconditional love to you, but you don't have to deal with it like that. You can always express how you need the love and the care. You don't ever have to just give it, be given what they deliver, especially if it really doesn't help you. All right, y'all? But I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. Thank you all so very much for tuning in. Take care, family. Bye, guys.